Hey guys, how's it going? As many of you may know from watching my videos, I'm terrible at cosplaying. I'm a TARDIS, I'm Iron Man, I'm Sheldon Cooper, I'm a Minion, I'm a Dalek, I'm a Slitheen in human form that didn't do a good job covering up the zipper. I'm Doctor... Who? I'm a Cyberman. Yeah, not too proud of those. But last Friday, I had the opportunity to go see some amazing cosplayers at a really cool event held by the STL Science Center called First Fridays. The first Friday of every month is themed, where they show episodes, they have presenters, they have crafts, they have people selling merchandise, and of course people cosplaying. The theme for last Friday was Doctor Who. While I waited in a very long line to get a ticket to one of these episodes, I got to interact with a whole bunch of Whovians doing some amazing cosplays. Not only were they dressed fantastically, they were also very much in character. I had a 10th Doctor come up to me and flip out because I had on a TARDIS hat and a necklace and a bracelet and this t-shirt, and the Master was standing right next to him just like, no. It was uncomfortably brilliant. I also got to see loads of other Doctors, including the 7th and the cat nurses from New Earth, complete with the flesh. It was awesome. All the episodes were free and they were being shown in this Omnimax theater, which is this huge domed theater that projects the screen like all around you. Now these episodes weren't formatted that way, but they were still pretty cool to be able to see them in there. I got a ticket to see the episode The Girl in the Fireplace. Now I have mixed feelings about this episode. I originally wanted to see it because I just watched Deep Breath, the first episode of series 8, and they brought back a similar clockwork robot, and I was like, oh cool, I want to go back and check that out, familiarize myself again. But the reason I don't like this episode, okay, I'm not one to usually get involved in this whole shipping of characters, but there is one exception, and I'm sure you can probably guess it by now. I ship Rose and the 10th Doctor so much, and this episode just makes me so mad. I mean, he jumps on a horse through the mirror, and he knows he's not going to be able to get back, and he just leaves Rose and Mickey on the ship, and they can't get back because they can't pilot the TARDIS on their own, and I know he needs to go save Renette because that's what he does. He protects people, and for the greater of humankind and everything, but come on, you just left her. And then when he comes back, instead of being like, oh my god, Rose, for like a split second he is, and then he's like, oh my god, I gotta go get Renette and bring her on board. And I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, aside from that, it was a fantastic episode to watch on that big screen.
One of the incidental characters in this episode is actually wearing, one of the historical characters is actually wearing a wristwatch. So see if you can catch that, because it's kind of a funny thing they missed when they were filming it. So thank you very much for coming. We hope you like Girl in the Fireplace.
Here's a fun fact about that episode. Did you know that they weren't allowed to bring the horse into that ballroom when they were filming? So that's like all CGI. Pretty cool. Another thing that I found out the night that I saw that episode, it's not supposed to be placed where it is in the season. It was supposed to be in another position, but for some reason they had to rearrange the episodes. Interesting. So after the episode, I walked around for a bit and found probably the best thing ever. Giant David Tennant head. In addition to the presentations and the episodes, they also had loads of merchandise that you could buy from like local sellers. They were all fantastic. There were little crafts for kids, a fashion show, a trivia contest, and they had tons of memorabilia back from Classic Who. Seeing as it is a science center, they had some 3D printers doing a little bit of modeling of a TARDIS and a Dalek, and there are these crazy engineers in St. Louis who are building R2-D2 droids, and of course they decked him out in like Doctor Who gear, but I've seen these guys at Comic-Con. Oh my god, I want my own R2. Unfortunately, I had to go to this event all by myself because my brother went back to Jordan, and everyone I know is like in school or working or whatever. But you know what? It's okay. Even though this is the first time like I've gone to something like this on my own, I'm glad I went. It's totally worth it. Like if you're thinking about going to some sort of a Comic-Con or any event, and if you have to go alone, I say do it. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable at times. I mean, there was a few times that I was just like walking around, I didn't really know what to do. Yeah, now I kind of don't know what to do. But overall, I had a fantastic time, and I'm so glad I went. Plus, it puts you out of your comfort zone a little bit, and it kind of forces you to talk to the other Whovians around you, which are always the nicest people. I got to talking to this one woman when I was waiting in line to make my own TARDIS. That's right, making my own TARDIS. I will get to that in a second. But we started talking about Firefly and the San Diego Comic-Con, and it was really nice to get to talk to some other people who enjoy the same stuff as you, especially if you don't have friends or family that like Doctor Who or your other interests. So it's nice to be able to go to these kinds of things. Back to making your own TARDIS. Yes, I got to make my own TARDIS. I hope this isn't underwhelming, but I think this is pretty freaking cool. Look at him, he's awesome. I made this, oh my gosh, guys. So you take this chemical and you put coloring dye in it, blue obviously, and then you mix this other chemical with it, you stir it up really, really good. The two chemicals combine and they create an exothermic reaction which releases heat, and you pour those into a mold and then wait like 10 minutes and you get this little guy. But the best thing I got from going to Doctor Who First Friday is something I bought. I've been wanting one of these forever because I keep seeing them on Tumblr and stuff. It's the 10th Doctor. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and tell me some of your experiences with going to cool fandom events. Have you ever gone to one by yourself? Is it uncomfortable or did you actually have a good time? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye. Allons-y!